Living alone in a quiet neighborhood seemed like a dream until Tom moved in next door. At first, he seemed like any other neighbor, blending into the background of everyday life. Little did I know that his seemingly ordinary presence concealed a spine-chilling secret. Late one night, as I was engrossed in a movie, I noticed a shadow outside my window. Unease settled in my stomach as I glimpsed the silhouette of a man peering into my living room. It was Tom, his eyes fixed on me with an unsettling intensity. Fear gripped me, and I quickly shut the curtains, convincing myself it was a one-time occurrence. Days turned into weeks, and the uneasy feeling persisted. I began noticing Tom lingering in his yard whenever I went outside. His gaze felt like an unwelcome touch, a constant reminder that I was being watched. I confided in friends, but they dismissed it as paranoia, attributing it to the overactive imagination of a young person living alone. One evening, curiosity overcoming my fear, I decided to investigate Tom's background. What I discovered sent shivers down my spine. Tom had passed away several years ago. The man who had been peering into my life was not alive. Cold dread settled in. The logical explanation shattered, leaving room for an otherworldly terror. Convinced that I was being haunted by a ghost, I sought help from a neighbor who was knowledgeable about such matters. The neighbor confirmed my suspicions, explaining that spirits sometimes linger due to unfinished business or unresolved emotions. Tom's fixation on my life was a haunting reminder of his unfulfilled existence. Lesson learned: trust your instincts, even when others dismiss your fears. The eerie episode with Tom taught me the importance of being vigilant and seeking help when something feels off. It's crucial to prioritize your safety and well-being, even in the seemingly mundane moments of life. The supernatural might be an unexpected twist, but the real horror lies in ignoring our intuition. Living in a peaceful neighborhood, I never thought a simple move could turn my life into a real-life horror story. It all began when a new neighbor moved in next door, Mr. Harris. At first glance, he appeared harmless, a bit eccentric maybe, with his unkempt beard and piercing gaze. Little did I know, the house next door held secrets darker than the shadows that danced in its windows. Strange occurrences started unfolding after Mr. Harris settled in. Odd noises echoed through the thin walls of our houses at night, making sleep an elusive friend. I dismissed it as the usual settling sounds of an old house until I noticed a pattern. The noises coincided with Mr. Harris pacing around in his dimly lit living room. One rainy evening, curiosity led me to peek through my curtains. To my horror, I saw Mr. Harris performing peculiar rituals, surrounded by flickering candles. Fear crawled up my spine like 1,000 tiny spiders. I couldn't shake the feeling that something sinister lurked in that house. Determined to unravel the mystery, I decided to strike up a conversation with him. As I approached, his eyes locked onto mine, sending a chill through my bones. The conversation, if you could call it that, left me with more questions than answers. Mr. Harris spoke in riddles, his words dripping with an unsettling sense of foreboding. Night after night, the strange occurrences escalated. Whispers echoed through the walls, and an otherworldly glow emanated from the windows. Sleep became a distant memory, replaced by the dread of the unknown. One day, as I mustered the courage to confront Mr. Harris, I discovered the shocking truth. The house next door was a portal to a realm beyond our understanding, and Mr. Harris was its unwitting guardian. He had unknowingly unleashed forces that transcended the boundaries of our reality. Lesson learned: not all secrets are meant to be uncovered. The chilling experience with Mr. Harris taught me that sometimes, delving too deep into the mysteries around us can lead to unimaginable consequences. It's crucial to recognize when curiosity transforms into danger, and to prioritize our well-being in the face of the unknown. The real horror may not always be in monsters under the bed, but in the secrets concealed within the walls of the seemingly ordinary houses around us.
My quaint neighborhood always felt safe. That is until the arrival of Mr. Peterson, a seemingly ordinary man with a disarming smile. He lived next door, his facade concealing a chilling secret that would unravel the sense of security I once knew. It all began innocently enough, with polite nods exchanged over the fence. Mr. Peterson was friendly, always offering a helping hand when needed. However, as the weeks passed, a series of unsettling events started to unfold. Strange disappearances of pets, and a lingering sense of dread that clung to the air like an unseen mist. Late one stormy night, I heard muffled cries coming from Mr. Peterson's house. Concerned, I mustered the courage to investigate. As I approached, the cries morphed into anguished screams. The door creaked open, revealing a scene straight from my worst nightmares. Bloodstains adorned the walls, and a nauseating stench pervaded the air. Frozen with terror, I witnessed Mr. Peterson, a sinister grin stretching across his face, standing over a lifeless body. The weight of horror pressed down on me, and I stumbled backward, my mind struggling to comprehend the nightmare unfolding before my eyes. The realization struck, like lightning. Mr. Peterson was a serial killer, hiding behind a facade of suburban normalcy. Panic set in, and I fumbled for my phone to call the police. Every second felt like an eternity as I waited for help to arrive, the shadows of Mr. Peterson's deeds casting a pall over the room. The police descended upon the house, unraveling a web of darkness that had gripped our peaceful neighborhood. As the truth emerged, I discovered that Mr. Peterson had been leading a double life, his charming demeanor masking the monster within. Lesson learned: trust your instincts and be vigilant. The chilling encounter with Mr. Peterson taught me the importance of paying attention to subtle cues and trusting that gut feeling when something feels off. Not every danger wears a menacing face, and true horror can lurk behind the mask of normalcy. It's a reminder that even in the most familiar places, darkness can take root, emphasizing the need to stay vigilant and prioritize our safety in the face of the unexpected.